Knicks Nation, let's freaking go, baby. Game 6 of the Miami Heat and New York Knicks series is tonight. Tips off in a few hours, and the Knicks season is on the line yet again for the second straight game because the Knicks were down 3-1, and they need to beat the Miami Heat tonight to extend this series to Game 7 against the Miami Heat at Madison Square Garden. Now, before we can even think about Game 7, we got to take care of business tonight. Now, we know that these Miami Heat has got the better of these Knicks throughout the entire series. They have a 3-2 lead. And the New York Knicks are coming off a big-time victory at home. The momentum is on the New York Knicks side, baby. The momentum is on the New York Knicks side. They got to carry that momentum into Miami. The New York Knicks were a very good road team in the regular season. They were a good road team in round 1 against the Cavaliers. They lost its first 2 games in Miami. If the Knicks want to win this series, they must get a road victory because they lost Game 1 at the Garden. That Game 1 loss flipped the home court in the Miami Heat's favor. Now the Knicks have to be disciplined, and when they lost that game, they knew the only way they can advance is by winning in Miami. Now Game 3 in Miami, I was there for that. That sucked. That was from the opening tip. You felt the momentum shift to the Miami Heat, and they never switched back to the Knicks. Game 4 in Miami was not the case. Every game has a new story to tell, folks. Game 4, the Knicks had a chance. The Knicks were in that game. They were making runs. They were punching back. They would cut it to 2 points in the fourth quarter. They would get it to 3 points. They would get it to 5 points. But the Heat always had an answer, and the Knicks got out-rebounded in that fourth quarter on the offensive glass, 7-2, which was the difference of that game. Game 5 at the Garden, the New York Knicks took advantage. They made their adjustments, and their adjustments was simple. It's not like they're tweaking any schematics. They're doing the same thing every game, schematically wise. But what the difference for Game 5 was, the adjustment was play with more energy, play with more effort, fight for the loose balls, defend, play fast, play the brand of New York Knicks basketball that made the New York Knicks the 5th seed in the first place. We out-rebounded the Heat in Game 5, 50-34, folks. 50-34. That's how you beat the Heat. That's our brand of basketball. The Heat have been playing our game better than us, but not in Game 5, and the Knicks got to continue to do that. This series is coming down to not who's shooting the ball better. It's who's fighting for loose balls more, who's getting the offensive rebounds to give their offense second chance opportunities, who's defending the paint, right? Who's forcing turnovers. That's what this series has become, and the Knicks have to take advantage and do that all over again. And that starts with Mitchell Robinson. Tonight, the game is on the line. The series is on the line. The season's on the line. I'm looking at Mitchell Robinson tonight. We know what Jalen Brunson brings. The man's a damn superstar. He's consistent. We love Jalen. We know what he's bringing, which is, by the way, the most important piece of the entire team. Can't overlook that. But Mitchell Robinson has been the reason why we have to bring him up because he's been up and down this series. Jalen Brunson's been consistent. The Knicks do not win tonight without Mitchell Robinson playing his best game of basketball, similar to game number 5. We need double-digit rebounds from Mitchell Robinson to win tonight. We need at least 3 to 4 offensive rebounds from Mitchell Robinson tonight. We need that man. And we need him to defend the paint. Mitchell Robinson is the key tonight, folks. Mitchell Robinson, I'm telling you. Stay out of foul trouble. Get aggressive on the glass. Get your offense second chance looks. Also, Isaiah Hartenstein. When Isaiah Hartenstein's in the game, we need him to crash the glass. Can he get some offensive rebounds? Can we get defensive rebounds? We need to start stressing about defensive rebounds because the Heat are getting so many offensive rebounds. It's freaking sickening. Defensive rebounds. Now, another player I'm about to bring up who is an X factor for tonight, who did not even play in Game 5. He played, but barely. Josh Hart. Josh Hart absolutely has to be not in foul trouble tonight. We were able to win without him in Game 5, great. But we need Josh Hart out of foul trouble in Game 6. We need him to be confident from 3. When he's open, shoot the ball. We need Josh Hart to hit his shots. We need Josh Hart's rebounding. Lately, we have not seen a Josh Hart masterclass on the rebounds yet. Those rebounds that break teams has not been in round 2, only in round 1. We need Josh Hart to get that type of game. Get those offensive rebounds, Josh Hart. He's just as important as Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein when you're referring to rebounding, and Julius Randle. Those are the 4 guys that we rely on the most for crashing the glass, and that's what this series has become. Who can crash the glass more? The Knicks out-rebounded them 50-34 last game. Now we need another big game from R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett's coming off a phenomenal Game 5 at the Garden. 26 points. Let's see that from RJ. Not to mention his defense was spectacular. He had a great block on Jimmy Butler. He was playing all over the place. He didn't play 48 minutes like Grimes and Brunson, but he played 38 minutes, which is a lot. On the bench for only 10 minutes. So it's all on the line tonight. Now, the biggest wild card of the team is Julius Randle. Right? Julius Randle had a great game, by the way, in Game 5. He started off hitting a step-back 3, which was beautiful, and then he gets elbowed in the face by Bam Adebayo. It swells up. He can't see out of his left eye. He has the worst first quarter from then on out. Goes 0 for 6 after his first three-pointer. And then, after the first quarter, the man scores 19 points on 5 for 5 shooting from the field, 3 for 3 from three-point land. So Julius Randle kicked it up another notch, and not to mention he had a critical loose ball hustle play late in the fourth quarter when Mitchell Robinson missed a free throw, and he was at the right place at the right time, and that was because of effort, getting the ball, laying it up with like 25 seconds to go to really ice the game. Those little plays matter so much. And Julius Randle, we're looking at you, man. Quentin Grimes, can he replicate that game? I mean, that play right there is going to be an all-time Knicks playoff moment forever. We need Quentin Grimes' defense, and we need Quentin Grimes' shot making tonight. Can we get Grimes hot? Can we get a Grimes 4 3-pointer night? We've seen him do it. We've seen Quentin Grimes. We all know he's there. I want to see Quentin Grimes be aggressive from beyond the arc tonight. When you're open, let it freaking fly, Grimes. We know how talented that man is from beyond the arc. He hasn't really found his consistent rhythm. I mean, he actually hit some big shots last game. I want to check the score real quick. Yeah, I mean, he was 2 for 6 from 3. I would like to see Grimes shoot 10 threes. Shoot 10 of them. I have confidence 4 of them will go in. You shoot 10, obviously hitting 4 of them is big, but he has that potential to do that. Right? I mean, Brunson was 4 for 10 from 3. Randle was 4 for 7 from 3. That's big time. RJ was 3 of 8 from 3. Those are really good shooting numbers from 3, man. And Grimes was 2 for 6. So I think the three-point line is important for the Knicks, obviously to defend. That's another thing. Let's freaking go. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I haven't really interacted with the chat yet. I just been going crazy. I'm in Knicks mode tonight. Let's get into the chat though. Juan, what's up? Let's effing go Knicks. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Knicks are due for a win in Miami. Yeah, Jason. Calling it here. Grimes 5+3. He will cook. Let's go, baby. It's grime time. Richie, I'm happy that the Knicks won Game 5. Still pissed off that they did not win Game 3 or 4, especially Game 4. Only 10% chance that teams come back from 3-1 deficit. Now, we heard from R.J. Barrett, and shout out to my man Jamal. We heard from R.J. Barrett after the game. 12 teams in NBA history have came back from 3-1. It's possible. The fact that R.J. Barrett knows the exact amount of teams that came back from being down 3-1 tells you that the whole team is aware that it's possible, and they're fighting to do that. All we need to do is win 2 more games in a row. I mean, it seems impossible because the Heat have been, the better team in the series overall, but it's possible, bro. The Knicks are the favorites heading into the series from the perspective of the seeding, right? We were the better team in the regular season. The Heat are playing like the better team in the playoffs, so the Knicks got to flip the script. Play with everything on the line tonight. Play like the season depends on it, because guess what? It does. Right? Play like the season depends on it, because it does. That's what it comes down to, folks. So, that's what it comes down to. If you guys want to check out the spread tonight, let's check out the proud sponsor of Knicks Media, which happens to be BetUS. BetUS has the New York Knicks as 6.5-point dogs. Wow. All right. What do you guys think of that in the chat right now? 6.5-point underdogs tonight. money line at plus 205. So if you guys want to sign up to BetUS, you guys will get $50 free without needing to make any deposit. All you got to do is sign up with my code down below in the description. $50 free bets, or you will get a 125% sign-up bonus if you did want to sign up. And you guys can put it, I mean, I don't know. If the Knicks lose tonight, they're not losing by more than freaking 6, right? Knicks fans, are you confident with a plus 6.5 spread for the Knicks? I'm confident at the money line at plus 205. Put $100 down on the Knicks winning tonight, you can win $205. So, I don't know. They got the over-under really low because they expect this to be a defensive gritty battle. But the fact that BetUS has the Miami Heat as 6.5-point favorites is disrespectful. That's disrespectful, bro. You kidding me? That's wild. I'm going to bet on that tonight. So shout out to my friends at BetUS. We appreciate you guys sponsoring Knicks Media. Now, what do you think the mentality of these Knicks has to be if we're heading into a game as the underdogs? Heavy underdogs, by the way. Like, let's go. I got optimistic views that these Knicks are going to come out with a W tonight. Jalen Brunson is not going to let us lose, bro. Jalen Brunson is not going to let us lose. I got confidence in my man. I got confidence in my man. Let's freaking go. Jalen Brunson, how is he going to bounce? How is he going to put on an encore tonight? Let's talk about Jalen Brunson, because I do feel like Jalen Brunson's excellence is kind of getting lost in this playoff series because Knicks fans are so caught up in losing the series, which as we should, and it doesn't allow us to kind of appreciate the excellence and the star that Jalen Brunson is. I mean, the man played 48 minutes and dropped 38 points. And the most impressive stat of Jalen Brunson in that game, he played every second and had one turnover. The ball was in Jalen Brunson's hands for 48 minutes, and he turned the ball over once. Once. That is unreal. Shout out Jalen Brunson. He is playing like a star, and he is carrying this Knicks team in this playoff series. Him and RJ Barrett have been consistent. No one else. Brunson, the most consistent out of them all. And the most impactful, honestly. Now, another player I did not mention tonight is Emmanuel Quickly. I don't know if there's an injury status on him. I'm expecting him not to play. I'm going to check right now, see if they updated it. Did they not update that? No, they did not. No injury report yet. I'm expecting IQ to not be playing. But another player off the bench who had a big impact in Game 5 was Obi Toppin. I mean, Obi Toppin came in that game, and that's when the Knicks went on that run to get a 19-point lead. He is the key to that spark plug off the bench. I mean, because when Obi Toppin subs in, he not only just impacts the game with, like, Obi Toppin, you know, with the ball in his hands, he changes the entire dynamic and the whole rhythm and the whole pace of the game. Like, the Knicks play fast with Obi. And it's not a knock on Randle. It's more just a difference of pace, what kind of catches the defense off guard. It's like our secret weapon. It's like we're playing ISO ball. We're relying on Brunson and Randle and RJ, and then you sub in Obi. All of a sudden, it opens things up, and it turns into a fast break after fast break, high-octane offense. Obi cutting back door. The offense kind of gets a little life to it, and then that momentum is key. Like that switch is kind of really important. Some people say, oh, or like, and then Tom Thibodeau, when he's smart and he has been doing this, he keeps Obi in the game for a longer time when those momentum swings happen because it's his presence. It's Obi running. He's that energy, but he's like that Energizer bunny. He picks things up. He needs to stop shooting threes and just attack the damn paint. But hey, he can knock it down a three here and there. I get that. But one dunk from Obi Toppin, especially at home, it's a wrap. Not to mention, Obi did a great job with rebounding and defending in that game. You got to give credit where it's due. You got to give credit where it's due. He's not known as the best rebounder and scrapper, but he did play like that in Game 5, and he's capable of it. It's more effort. The Knicks got to play with intensity, with effort, on every single loose ball, every single play. In Miami, there's going to be a lot of Knicks fans tonight, I promise. I was in Miami, okay? I was there, Game 3. Knicks fans are representing tonight. And we got to give the Knicks fans something to cheer for, because when I was there, Knicks fans were silent after the opening tip. It was disgraceful, actually. So we have to make sure that MSG South is heard and give them reasons to cheer. MSG South had no impact in Game 3. I wasn't there in Game 4, so I didn't really get to experience it. Guys, if you are optimistic and you want to manifest the Knicks victory tonight, smash that thumbs up button right now, everybody. Let's get it rocking. Please hit that like button if you want to manifest a New York Knicks victory against the Miami Heat to force a game number 7. Vibes are high tonight, folks. Let's go. We need good Knicks juju. Tonight is not the final game of the season. We can't let that happen. Jalen Brunson won't let it happen. You guys in the chat won't let that happen. Let's freaking go. Smash that thumbs up button, folks. Let's go, Knicks. I am so amped up right now. You guys can tell how amped up I am. I can't stop talking. Let's freaking go. I'm so... Oof. All right. Somebody give me in the chat some key players. Who are the... There's a lot of players that could be keys, right? We talked about pretty much all the players already in the show. So if there's one guy in particular... Brunson, right? That's the obvious answer. But there's one guy that needs to be impactful. Could it be Thibodeau? I mean, what is it? Being on the road, I think another aspect that we have to keep in mind that's important is the Miami Heat's offense and their shooting. Now, the Miami Heat came back to earth a little bit in Game 5. They were not lighting it up from 3 like they usually have been all series long. And by the way, they were 27th ranked in the league in three-point shooting last year in the regular season. This year in the regular season. So it's not like they're this all-time shooting team. Like, this playoff thing is more like a fluke. They're rising to the intensity of the playoffs. They were not playing this brand of basketball. They're the damn 8th seed for a reason, guys. Come on here. I'm not sleeping on the Heat. They're playing like a freaking 3 seed in the playoffs. They beat the Bucks in 5. You know, they're taking the Knicks to Game 6 with a 3-2 advantage. I'm not discounting the Heat here, but the Miami Heat are 8th seed. They lost in a play-in game to the Atlanta Hawks. They're the 27th ranked three-point shooting team in the damn regular season. So the Knicks got to somehow continue to force them to relapse to that. And that's what they did in Game 5. They couldn't hit a shot. And that starts with intensity and defense, getting in their faces. Like, they move the ball fast. You got to switch. You got to communicate. You got to contest as many shots as possible. They're going to get off their open looks. And there's sometimes that we're luckier when they miss, right? They're going to get their open looks. I mean, they're freaking so good at ball movement. It's kind of unreal. I mean, it reminds me of that San Antonio Spurs era with Greg Popovich. Their ball movement with Spoelstra is something special. So the Knicks got to be able to contain that and not allow them to have too many open threes. They're going to get their open shots. We as Knicks fans got to hope that they miss those. But we have to contest as many as possible, bro. Do you know who I want to bring up now? Because I see the chat bringing this up. Randle is the key. Knicks in 7, you better believe it. 50 cal. Barrett dropping 30 tonight. Love that. Randle 30-point double-double if they don't elbow him in the eye. Even though I'm nervous about Game 6 and Knicks might lose, I still hope they prove me wrong. Me too. Now, I think someone that needs to answer the bell tonight is Julius Randle. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. I played ball today outside. It's really nice out. I got elbow in the throat. I felt like Brunson. I'm like, gotta take the shot. Still play. Grit through it. Whatever. Off topic. But Julius Randle is the key. I agree with this. Now, what I'm about to say here is a little deep. But hey, hear me out for a second. If Julius Randle wants to be an all-time Knick, if he wants to go down in Knicks history as a player that we look back on and love and appreciated, this is the game he needs to step up and have his best game of the series. Like, I'm not asking Randle to be good. I'm asking him to be great. You want to know why I'm asking him to be great? Because he was named as an all-NBA third team. He is a 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA with the New York Knicks, right? So when you get those accolades, when you're the top 15 in the entire NBA, which what a third team in All-NBA does, this year, this is your moment to go out there and show your stardom. He did it before in Miami over the regular season with that game winner. He had a 40-plus point game. We all know that Julius Randle has that in him. We've seen him do it in the regular season. If Julius Randle wants to win this fan base over, because obviously there's a lot of things that he's been doing in this playoff series that's been driving some Knicks fans crazy. His post-game comments saying maybe they just want it more than us drove everybody insane. You don't say that. Sometimes his lack of effort. I'm calling out Julius Randle right now because he's losing a big section of the fan base. And if he goes out there and stinks it up tonight and they lose, then I don't know how Julius Randle can save himself amongst the fan base. So I'm calling out Julius Randle. If he wants to win back this fan base and prove that he is capable of performing in the playoffs, which he hasn't proved yet, tonight is the night to do that. I'm not asking them to be good. I'm asking them to be great. That's what your all-stars do. Jalen Brunson's playing great. He's an all-star. He should have been all-NBA. Not saying Randle doesn't deserve it, but Brunson's playing like one because he steps up in the high-pressure moments. Randle hasn't proved that yet. He had a good game, by the way, in Game 5. But I want him to have a better game tonight. We know Randle's capable of it. And what unlocks the Randle's game to that next level is his three-point shooting, and luckily, it's trending in a great direction. He was 4 for 7 from 3 in Game 5. So, if I'm Randle, I'm aggressive early. The best Randle is the Randle that goes crazy in the first quarter. We need Randle to get us 12 points in the first quarter. Start off the game hot. Hit your threes. Take 5 threes in the first quarter if you have to. I want Julius Randle aggressive and shooting his shots and attacking the paint as well. Don't just settle for perimeter shots. Still go down low. Still be the aggressor. I want this to be the Julius Randle takeover game. Allow Jalen Brunson to get some rest, right? I don't want this Knicks team to keep relying on Jalen. If we have to rely on him to win, we'll rely on him to win. But I think it would be the best interest if Julius Randle can be like, hey, Jalen, you played all 48. You got 38. I got you tonight. We need Randle to get his 38. I'm asking for things that we know is capable. I'm not asking for things that are just out of this world. We haven't seen him do it in the playoffs yet. I don't think he has one career game in the playoffs with 30-plus. I think his highest is 25, 26. We need an all-time Julius Randle performance, and I'm calling him out right now to do that. If you want to be a Patrick Ewing, if you want to be a John Starks, if you want to be a Carmelo Anthony, if you want to be these Knicks, former Knicks players that always will have the hearts of Knicks fans, this is the moment to do that. This is the moment to do that, man. You want to go out there with the season on the line and stink it up and play with lack of effort? The Knicks fans are not going to, I'm telling you, Knicks fans are not going to appreciate that, and they're going to go into the offseason with bad blood against Julius all over again. All over again. So I'm calling out Julius, man. I know he has it in him. I have confidence that he can do it. I've seen it with my own eyes. We all have seen it. He needs to play with good energy and effort. He's our engine, bro. I know it seems like Jalen Brunson's our engine, but Julius Randle's the engine of this team. Jalen Brunson's the driver, right? Julius Randle's the engine. Jalen Brunson is the guy who drives the engine. So we need Julius Randle's engine to be on point tonight, on fire tonight. Let's go. I'm so freaking excited, man. I think tonight's going to be a good one. I have good vibes. I have good energy heading into tonight. I hope you guys feel the same. Well, Game 6. I hope this is not the final preview stream of the season. Right? I really hope this is not the final stream of the season of talking about a game. I mean, we're going to be doing live streams throughout the offseason, but you know what I mean. I wish someone would tell Randle to focus on the glass extra energy on defense and let his shots come to him. The coaches better be telling him that, right? Randle just stands around on offense when he doesn't have the ball. I know, we got to, he needs to wake up. But that elbow 3 he has is always flush. Yeah, I mean, that elbow he took was brutal, bro. I want a Game 7 too, Travis. We can't see that checked out version of Julius. Should be slouched, all that BS. We can't see that, bro. If he does that tonight, it's a wrap with Knicks fans. What's up, man? The vibes are high right now. The vibes are right now. Let's freaking go. What's next for D Rose back to Chicago? I don't know, man. Right now, Derrick Rose is like a coach for this team. He is impacting this team. He's rooting them in the locker room. He's the wise, like, I know he's a player, but he's playing a coach role for these Knicks. And I love D Rose, man. I'm down to keep him on this team as long as possible. He's a great mentor, great person to have in the locker room. Those types of things are so underrated in sports because we as Knicks fans and fans in general of sports, we don't get to see behind closed doors of what happens. Derrick Rose's impact on this team is big. We just don't see it. We don't really know about it. Hey, the first donation of the show. Ali, what's up, man? Go Knicks. Thank you so much for the $2, my man. Ali, thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the $2. Richie, what time did you start the stream? I started the stream 27 minutes ago. Nelson. Grimes going for 25. Holding Butler to 20. Sign me up. Go Knicks. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, around 20 minutes ago. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm pumped up tonight. You should be pumped up for tonight. What are you guys' plans? Where are you watching the game? You going watching at home? Watching it with your family? Watching it with your friends? Watching it by yourself? By elbow 3, I meant that spot beyond the arc. Ah, that's funny. I was thinking of Bam Adebayo's elbow that he took to the eye. But yeah, that's his sweet spot. That's where he hit the game winner in Miami. So that's where he needs to get hot at. Let's get Randle scorching hot from that elbow. Let's freaking do it. Freaking do it. I'm down. I am down. Let's go Knicks. Oh my God. I wish I was there. Hopefully the Garden is going to be rocking on Monday night, folks. Any viewing parties anywhere? I'm sure Knicks Fan TV has one, Mark. I'm not going to be a part of a viewing party, though. Is Randle playing hurt, or can he just not get it together in the playoffs? He is playing hurt, but that's not an excuse. Butler's playing hurt. Brunson's playing hurt. Like, when the playoffs, you play through pain. I mean, that's part of the playoffs. So it's more about his mental, in my opinion. I think that Randle really needs to lock in, and when he makes right decisions, he's a good basketball player. Randle's issue is decision-making. Lackadaisical effort. I mean, that's not really the shooting elements. It's not really the fundamentals. Like, he's a great basketball player. He is a great basketball player. Like, fundamentally, a very good basketball player. But the mental side of it, can he check in? Can he go all in? Can he put everything on the line? You know, is he going to make the right decisions? Is the game slowing down for him, or is it speeding up? Because when the moment gets too big, the great ones like Jalen Brunson, the game slows down. You're comfortable. Like Jimmy Butler. I mean, Jimmy Butler plays at his own pace. He's mentally just so calm, cool, collected. That's what makes you great, is the mental. I feel like Julius Randle, the freaking game is so fast for him, it doesn't slow down, and he can't process things as smoothly. I mean, there are opportunities where he does it, but on a consistent basis. When the game starts to slow down for you, that's when you really play at your top of your game. So, let's go Knicks, folks. I'll catch you guys in my post-game video. Hopefully, it's about a W. I love you all. Let's go Knicks. Let's go. Let's go Knicks, baby. I'll catch you guys in the post-game video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys then. Let's go.